Trip for a much-anticipated main event. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke.
Come on, kid.
Round number one, scheduled for the championship distance of 12.
Oh, hands up, hands up.
Teddy, many times throughout our broadcast, we've seen Garcia's banged up by a left hand. Teddy, explain this to me. Hey, this fighter was just staggered and stunned. Now all of a sudden he's defending beautifully.
Yeah, because he's on instinct now. Before he was thinking, he was overthinking. That happens out in life in a lot of places. And now he's not. Now just naturally, instinctively, survival mode is there. He's doing all the things, Joe, that he was taught in the gym. Things he couldn't do before because he was worried about doing them. He had too many things clogging his head.
Nice block by Chico. Didn't get it done going to the body there. Garcia's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Well, his opponent got away from that uppercut. Halfway through round number one. Good work defensively by Garcia. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Well off the mark by Chico. Garcia's clearly affected by that. Zoning in with the overhand left. So he decides to go the big shot, the left crap. There it is! Not a good sign. He goes to the canvas for the first time tonight. Garcia's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Final 10 seconds of round number one.
Watch that.
End of round one. Chico's momentum now could carry things. That was a strong round, scoring that knockdown. Garcia's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. And he ties up on the inside. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Nothing there on the punch by Garcia. Garcia's got to prove a few things here. Number one, he's got to prove to his opponent. Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape.
Get in there.
Garcia's stunned, and he is... Oh! Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time.
One, two, three, four, five.
Garcia's going to keep taking this test, rising up after being knocked down. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. Chico's swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Teddy, I've heard you say it many times before, but the better fighters have a wide array of punches.
Yeah, well, you have to, because obviously your opponent is going to adjust to what you're doing. You want to keep them off balance. Stay effective.
Well off the mark by Garcia. Good way to protect the midsection. Garcia is able to land a good, solid left hand. Chico's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Scored well with that straight left. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. End of the round.
All right.
So he scores the knockdown and now heads back to his corner. Teddy, do you ever have to calm a guy down after he scored a knockdown?
That's a really great point, because a lot of times that can be the turning point, but not for your guy that scored the knockdown, for the other guy. Because sometimes when you score a knockdown, you start to think it's going to be an easy night. And you forget what you knew when you came in. That wasn't going to be an easy night. You're going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed. And it's important to remember that.
Able to dismiss that body shot.
You're still not moving enough. Move, muévate.
See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by Chico.
Focus.
Chico's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Able to cover up that gut.
Uppercut.
Oh, what an uppercut.
Finish with a hook.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Come in, let's go. Punch, punch.
See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by Chico. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Garcia's basically giving you the impression that he's a little tentative to throw punches based on what happened earlier when he got hurt.
Yeah, he's got to find a way now to not give up the offense that he had earlier. He wants to go into a defensive mode a little bit, but if he gives up that offense, he'll fall too far behind and get to that no man's land where he'll need a knockout to win, and he doesn't have that kind of power.
Not focusing.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. And round 3 comes to an end. Round number 4 is underway. Teddy's got it a clean sweep. He just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all.
Whoop, whoop. Watch that. Keep it
Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by Chico. And he engages in the clinch.
Face yourself. Work the body.
And he decides to tie up again. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. He just missed that shot up top.
You're still not moving enough. Move, muévate. Focus. That's okay. Let's go.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Uppercut.
Garcia's off mark all night long, and Teddy, he's getting tired just missing punches.
Well, this is a good example. You know, we know what happens when they land, but this is a good example of what happens when they don't land. Sometimes you get a little discouraged.
Really frustrating his opponent now. Chico's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
We count down the final moments of this round. Oh, look at that. You know you need space to punch. He realizes that, so he pushes his opponent. And round 4 comes to an end. Chico's been in this game long enough to understand what has to happen now. You come off a round in which your opponent got to you and got to you well. You have to bounce back.
Unload. More punches. Keep moving. Galaxy zero, Karim.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Garcia's tagged by that powerful hook. Teddy, you've been in this spot before as a trainer. Your fighter gets rocked, and then you got to make a decision. Do we stick with the game plan, the style, the way that we were, or do we make a complete adjustment? Which way do you go?
Well, the first thing is
Keep moving.
obviously you make
Keep
sure the guys
moving.
are right to send them out there. Then when you send them out there, you better send them out there with something. You know, you don't send the guy out into the cold with no coat on, so you better send them out there with some advice. You definitely make a change so he can feel confident that it's not going to happen again. You make an adjustment.
You can see he's done just that. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go.
Keep working the body. Left and right. Left and right. You're not focusing. Keep moving.
That's a well-scored left hand by Chico. Trying to go downstairs, but off target.
Hey, gotta see that come in. Let's go.
Wow, is he defensively sound. See, that's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing, that left hand by Garcia.
Body shot, body shot.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds.
What's the hook?
Oh, what a left hand. So the bell to end that round gets him out of danger. But, Teddy, my concern is what is he even going to look like when the next round starts?
Well, that's the thing. The corner's going to have to take care of that, get some ice on him. And also, they're going to have to think, do they want him to go back out?
A well-placed overhand right.
Keep it going.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Chico's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly.
Let it go. Still not moving enough. Move, muévate. Focus.
Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right.
Uppercut.
Halfway through round 6. Garcia scored upon by a left hand. Stunned, but all of a sudden now surviving.
Move your head. Muévete la cabeza. Get after him.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Punch! Punch!
Clinching his opponent. Nobody likes to see that.
Hey, gotta see that coming. Let's go.
Good block by Garcia. He missed with that headshot. Garcia is just a sitting target here now. I mean, you know where to find him each and every time you come on the attack.
Yeah, he's very predictable. He needs to get on those feet a little bit, start to change his place in that ring.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. We come to the end of this round, and for this fighter, I think that's a good thing because I was looking at him there, Teddy, and it looked like he was breathing in and out of his mouth for most of that round.
Yeah, and that's a bad sign. That means that the gas tank is a little low. He's low on petrol.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Nice job snapping those jabs by Garcia. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Chico.
Relax, relax.
can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Garcia's out there clinching, and that may tell us, as well as his opponent, that his legs aren't necessarily underneath him.
No, and they're not. And that's why he's clinching. He's got to do more than just clinch. He's going to have to find a way to kill a little more time. Maybe grab and then walk a little bit. Walk to the other side of the ring before the referee can get there and kill some clock.
Halfway through the 7th round.
You're not focusing!
Not much action as he just ties up.
Hook, hook! Come on, kid, focus!
That was a miss by Garcia.
Nice, nice. Face yourself!
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Parries that punch intended for the head. Chico's been able to avoid having any of his opponent's headshots landing flush.
And what his opponent has to do, Joe, is make an adjustment. What we used to tell the fighters, when a guy's elusive like this fighter is right now, you have to shorten your punches up. Shorten them up a little bit, have less space to travel. They have a better chance of getting to that elusive target.
This is just a good, solid fight. Yes, he's leading on your scorecard here as we begin round number 8. But there has been some back and forth, some give and take.
His opponent has found some kinks in the armor, namely that right hand over the jab.
Hit yourself! You're taking too much punches! Hands up! You're still not moving enough! Move! Muévate! Focus! It's all right. Keep moving. Uppercut.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. Chico's defense clearly carrying things right now for him, but what else should he be conscious of beyond just this good footwork we're seeing?
Well, the old times would say, hey, you're doing the hard part, you're making a miss. Do the fun part. Make sure he pays.
That's okay. Pay him back. Punch, punch.
He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it.
Body shot. Andro, stay away from those. Come on. Keep moving. Keep moving. Relax, relax.
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. There is hardly a doubt as to what this result will be. I know anything can happen, but all that's happened all night long is one guy punishing the other.
Well, he looks like Kobe Bryant on a good night when that basket is 20 feet big. I mean, he just can't miss.
You're not focusing.
Garcia's got to find an answer for this because his accuracy has been well off the mark. I like the fact he's willing to throw, but he needs to land more.
Yeah, he needs to calm down and think more.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Cheek goes well off the mark that time.
Face yourself.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Not able to land the uppercut. .90 seconds into the 9th round.
I see it. Let it go. You're still not moving enough. Move. Muévate. Focus. Get him. Uppercut. Move your head. Muévete la cabeza.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
Punch. Keep your hands up.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Last 10 seconds of the 9th round.
Get your hands up.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Gets rid of that body shot. He scored well after being hit himself. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Relax, relax.
Good block by Garcia.
In and out, in and
Good
out.
step back counterpunch there. Unable to score with the hook. Chico's making this like artwork here. I mean, his defense is just a masterpiece.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be, actually. You know, the sweet science. It's not supposed to be about going in there and eating punches. It's supposed to be about going in there avoiding punches. You know, finding a way to hit your opponent without him hitting you. He understands that.
Halfway through round 10. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty.
Come on, get focused! Brace yourself!
Not able to land the headshot.
Brace yourself!
And he returns on that exchange.
You're still not moving enough!
Chico's doing exactly
Go
what
get
you
him.
should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Coming to the end of round number 10, 10 seconds to go. He missed that uppercut.
Put your shots together and it'll come. Hit him with a couple of quick shots, then drop some power on him, right?
Start of round number 11. Garcia's down on Teddy's scorecard, but not by much. Teddy, he's in position to overcome the lead on your scorecard. However,
Those hands up!
I don't like the way he looks. He looks like he's tiring.
Yeah, he does, but don't forget, with his experience, he's been in this position before, and he's looked this way before. And guess what? He surprised us before. Let's see if he has another one up his sleeve.
Uppercut!
He had no idea that hook was coming. It got to him bad. Boy, I know he's not in great shape, but all of a sudden he's doing a very good job of defending himself.
You know, it's a funny thing. He's fighting on instincts, and sometimes that's a good thing. You don't want to get hurt to get there, but you want to get there. Right now, he's doing things without thinking, naturally.
Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Punch! Punch! Unload!
What a great round this has turned into. After doing the hurting, now he's the one hurt.
Joe, this is about wit, grit, and spit. This is about fighting.
Unload! More punches!
Stop! 90 seconds to go in this 11th round. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Move your head! Stay down the body.
Missed the body shot.
Left and right! Left and right!
And he's holding.
You're not focusing! Hook! Hook!
Garcia's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. Now these two corners have to do their job after both men went out and gave everything they had both fighters getting tagged and hurt by the others.
Yeah, well, what you have to do now in the corner, Joe, what you're alluding to is you have to revitalize the fighter. Put some cold water on his head, on his neck, you know, get him ready for the next round and give him some good advice. Tell him how to get away from some of those shots.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange.
Brace yourself.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Unable to score with the hook.
Back to the body.
And he just holds on there.
Focus.
Good block there by Garcia.
Keep it up.
Garcia's punch didn't come close. Halfway through this 12th and final round. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Now hugging on the inside.
Move your head. Muévete la cabeza.
Good defense, just covering up down low.
Nice
Just a
work.
minute to
Nice
go
work.
in this bout. And he's just not engaging in the fight. How about that left right there? Big shot. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
The fight is over. Chico's corner is already celebrating. His opponent unable to beat the count. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.